About soap, about that, it had hamburgers. Crock pot full of that. Like, I'm good on that. I think I'll just have a Snickers.
There were a lot of people out there today golfing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice day. It's so busy instead of getting hamburgers.
The weather, yeah. Oh, it's been very.
Crock pot full of that. I love it, man. I can't wait for the.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be nice.
Carol's gonna be late, so I'm gonna kick this off here in just a couple of
Yeah,
minutes.
it's gonna be a charge.
Yeah, at least begin.
I advise you that if she's gonna already tell you.
What's that? That would be in charge?
Yeah.
Yeah, she texted me and said, hey.
And I apologize to everybody that I messed up my schedule last month.
I called him uptown getting.
Great. So where are the meeting? It's what meeting? Because it's Wednesday night. So.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, I was on vacation, so my whole
Your rhythm was off.
it was.
You deserve
I was off for a month.
We deserve big.
That's a long
time.
I went to Alabama and then I had to go to a fire truck trip in Colorado. So I ended up having to take 2 sets off, so 6 work days. So it was like almost like 3 days short of a month. But
I had to reread it. It says
Drive something back or-
we were going out for the pre-construction
Monday.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what it was.
of the new truck you're buying us.
There's the Monday, was it last Monday?
Just one?
There was the Mondays before our.
1.6 million. Yeah, just one.
Ladder is.
This is a rescue.
Okay,
I had to be rescued to replace the
He might
little
want
one we have.
it.
okay. Dang.
I think they were already gone because we didn't get back before.
What kind of fun stuff's got on it?
Just a lot of just equipment,
Yeah,
storage.
right.
It's a little different than purchasing a car.
Oh, yeah, I mean, just between the,
It's everything's custom.
right, never mind any, say rescue equipment, you may be replacing.
Well, the good thing is we actually bought one of the demo chassis they had, so we'll have it next February, March, April, somewhere like that. As opposed to 3 years.
All right, I've got 6 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get. Thank you, Georgia. Call me to order. Any changes to the agenda? All right. No changes to the agenda. We'll go on to March 18th, 2026 meeting minutes. Everybody hopefully has had an opportunity to review those. Wonder if there's any changes to this. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay, motion for approval?
I so move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
All abstained. We have enough to do that? Because I wasn't here last month, so I'll abstain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, chairman comments. The chairman is not here. As vice chair, nice job. You put me to work. Customer service report. Joe?
All right, with the information I got, there were 3 customer service reports for the month of March 2026. One miscellaneous, final meter read closed, north of County Road 600 North. 2 irrigation related, both open as of 12th of April, both actually from the same place in River Bluffs, Yellowknife District. So.
Wow.
Their irrigation,
There should be.
they're still open? They're still.
what?
There should have been a couple meter reads.
Okay, and I didn't see any of those, but I just saw one one final read request.
It's real weird.
What were the irrigation for,
Turn on.
Turn on.
just turn on? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So,
Late month.
Good month.
Yeah, no good.
nothing broke, so no. I think.
Yeah, nice.
I drink. Watching.
We like those light ones.
This weekend, yeah, so that's gonna kick off some,
That'll be, what, in the evening then?
Yeah. Like after like 10 or 9 or something crazy like that.
10:30, 4:30. Think of me.
I hope to be
Join
asleep.
me.
but I don't know. All right, superintendent report, Dan.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but it wouldn't have.
Still working on chemical equipment. In fact, that's what we had to do this morning. Had some check valve leaking through. Lead copper rule is still going on. You'll see it, the bill for 87, and that's bringing it down from the 12 to 12.5 of the original one. Did a lot of talking. The contractor for the booster building, the pumps have come in. They're supposed to be setting up a schedule of when they're going to come and start working. We're going to flush the main, starting with the lower section to River Bluffs. Starts Sunday night. The upper section, basically west of town, will start the following Sunday. We received several applicants. We had 2 show up out of the bunch. A lot of no response. We had one pick that we would have hired. And I gave him some information so he could talk to his future wife. He lived at Rensselaer and he'd have to relocate sometime. And he withdrew his application. So we're still on the hunt.
Back to square one.
Yep, unfortunately.
Do we need to update that or relist that anywhere, or, because I mean, I know some of those.
Carol was going to check on ZipRecruiter, what the charge is, and some of the others, because they're just not responding. I left emails. If they had a phone, I called and left a message to them.
We are on the free platform for Indeed, so if you're going to approve promoting the listing, we might relist it with a new date. I mean, it's been there for a long time.
It has.
And so we could
All
remove that one, create a new listing and go for their paid platform.
That's the only place that it's listed.
No, it was listed at, because the best applicant came from Alliance through theirs.
Okay.
He had a lot of credentials, like he did have his license, but he let them lapse because his future jobs didn't require them, which just meant he had to go and take the test again. And then he could get a pay raise,
End of the world right now.
you know. It's one of those. And met a lot of vendors at the conference. First time for Rob to be at the conference, so he got it for free. His midterm grade was 91%.
Oh,
This term, semester, however you want to call it, because it's long. He's doing good.
is there a certain percentage threshold that you have to be above, like 80%?
Yeah, 70%.
70%? Well, he's
Doing good.
well above.
But
Blowing it out of the water,
his
really.
goal is to be up there because
Yeah,
Makes it easier to
the
pass.
first one I
Yeah.
entered is in the 90s. All the way, so he's doing real good.
good.
We double check his homework. Mainly cause his computer has problems, changes things. So we make certain everything goes out correctly. Ron and I, over the past 3 weeks, we went to 2 APC meetings. The one 3 weeks ago was for house addition off of 43, about across from 650 North, part of Midnight, whatever. I'm supposed to locate the water line. So far, it's up with Kevin. He's the Tipping County Health Officer. On Monday, we met with Brett, which is the housing addition on 300 North. Over here by China Grove, those are going to be million+ houses. There are 14 houses here. There were 17 at the other place. Again, I left that with Kevin. Both those all got approval, allowed to tie on to the main. I know BF&S shot down Ron
Thank you.
at the meeting because the week before they had a meeting and they were going to do a sewer line down 300 and tie into it, but at the APC meeting, they said that wasn't a good idea, and for whatever reason, they backpedaled, and it would have made it real nice.
Where are the houses going in up in conjunction with China Grove?
This side of
It's-
China Grove, there's a field, farm field. They,
Kind of ties in behind some of them other houses
It
that are
does.
there on 300.
Okay,
and there's 14 houses gonna be set on about 17 acres, I believe.
Yeah.
They had to make some changes to the drawings, but it's still in the, looks like the draft state. It's what it looked like,
okay.
so. I don't
So
know,
it's north of 225.
it's right over here,
Off of Props Rock Road.
off Props Rock Road.
Yeah, I know where China Grove is. I just didn't know that.
It's to the south of it.
Oh, south of China Grove. Okay. Oh, that field back in there.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
Yeah.
guy died.
close to
Right
where
up
the
there.
power is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Right in that area.
Yeah.
Right there. So,
okay.
It,
Yeah.
it was a nice one, and like I
Kind of
say,
back behind you.
I gave the information to Kevin and APC, got the copy of the letter saying we approve, allowing them to tie, both subdivisions to tie on, because it's our benefit to their benefit.
Right. So currently China Grove isn't hooked up,
No,
but they can now.
they could,
Yeah.
that's up to them.
So the,
Yeah, so.
developer is basically
So the vote straight.
put them all in this area, or they're gonna,
No, they'll be outside the district.
okay.
We just got done with the district. I didn't
Dan.
I didn't even offer it, I'll be honest. You know,
Not at this point. We just got through that.
no, we first gotta get the water lines, get them tied in.
Then we'll worry about that.
Yeah.
But one lady is mad. That's the one subdivision off of 43. Because it turns out she just wants to plot the land and do the flip on it.
That's off of Midnight Drive or there.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. That's all I got for you, because we were busy.
Thank you. Any questions for Dan? All right, I'll move on to the financial report.
We have the transfer of that right. We have the claims. One is three. If there are any questions.
On the voucher, the check register, down towards the middle, the Windy Star and Sharon Knight, were those refunds? There's no description. Okay,
Yeah, that vendor number 99999.
I saw that.
Does not,
Okay,
that's for things that do not add up or 1099.
so those are both refunds?
Yeah, there's several of them right there.
Yeah, I saw several of them.
But two
Boy,
of them
they
are
vary
blank.
in
Yeah,
from $4 and something to $290. That's what.
If they overpaid.
yeah, I asked Georgia the same thing, and evidently the lady paid, but they usually pay in advance. Quite a
That
bit.
go, yeah, if they go anywhere in the winter time, they'll come in and pay $500 or $600 just so that it's a declining balance.
I see.
They don't have to
Okay.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Hey. What's this? Tim Shower.
Yeah, I questioned that one too.
Yeah.
Is he gonna refund us $40 for a check writing?
Right,
So,
yeah,
Which one did?
never got the first one.
To ask the
Oh,
US Postal Service what happened to the person.
Somebody lost it.
So the EBR renewal,
Oh, yeah.
that's an annual
EBR.
EBR. Down towards the bottom one, it's a vendor
403.
51.
regulatory, April 3rd.
Where's it at?
Yeah, it's down
About
towards the
seventh from the
bottom.
bottom. Up on the
April
numbers.
3rd,
Oh, 121.
$8,700.
I just said that in my mint, in my. That's at 8,700. It's an annual, which is usually 12,000.
Okay, that's what you were talking about.
Yes.
then. Okay,
Mhm.
sorry, I missed your description.
I'm sorry, it's
I heard you say that.
That's the lead copper.
Okay,
IBM locked them in and they got the program, and every year we pay to use the program.
okay,
Until we get rid of any,
yeah.
So,
yeah.
what is the Battleground Utilities, it's vendor 3. And it says East 600 North, it's only $33.
Where you at?
At 4 up from the bottom.
Everyone that owns a parcel inside the town of Battleground pays stormwater fee.
Good.
And it's a utility, so tax exempt status is not a consideration. So the tower acres,
Yeah,
the tower acres is.
oh, okay.
Oh,
We gotta kick in for stormwater, Tim.
Didn't, I had
Everybody.
no idea. I had
Now,
no
I
idea.
instead of sending my guy out there to clean it up, now I know who to call.
You should see the invoice for the sewer plant is quite high.
What, their stormwater or their?
Yeah.
Stone.
Yeah, a lot of structures, a lot of different per people services. Like me.
Yeah, you
I
got
have-
some too.
I think I get a multiple of 2 or 4.
What was the 64 cents for 10 lots?
Ashley is learning her job and she dropped the pennies on the previous. in order to make Our bank reconciliation
yeah.
work, we had to go back.
Go back and.
That's a fairly innocuous amount to be
I
honest.
was gonna say this.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
More embarrassing than, devastating.
As she was.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Those
you
things
had to
have,
bring it up in the meeting.
Yeah, and you got it at the meeting. and,
Way to
um,
go.
Banker, East Bank.
Yeah,
Any other questions related to the financial report? All right. One,
I make a motion that we pay the vouchers and the escrow.
second,
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
I'm having a hard time distinguishing voices. Who was the second?
I seconded, sorry.
David said,
And the same thing happened to me with the minutes.
I made the motion.
Joe made the motion, I seconded, Rick seconded, yeah.
I have my back to you, I'm so sorry.
Here, I'll give you one earplug,
Okay.
one hearing aid, excuse me.
I can give her another.
Here, you want to continue?
Yeah, go ahead. You-
Yeah, well, let me finish the, I
Oh,
want to
sorry.
make sure that everybody gets a chance to look at your appropriation report, because the regulatory, when we budgeted last year, 120 water wasn't really on our radar for that.
Oh.
So we either need to, by the June meeting, we need to decide where that money is gonna be coming from, one of our other appropriations, or if you want to have an additional appropriation just for that one budget line. Dan will have a minute to think about it, but by June 30th, I don't want any negative budget lines in this particular report. We've got that one, and we've got education, and I would guess if the bulk of the education is done for the year, but Robert's still probably gonna have classes and IDEM
We got field trip.
fees. Yeah, field trips, okay.
Oh,
So
hey,
thinking ahead, how much more money do we want to put in education and regulatory, and we'll get that set for starting our budget season, July 1st.
So those the education, and then the other one is the regulatory.
Regulatory.
Okay.
And if you, probably, we're gonna have to do something about salaries at the point where you find someone to fulfill all the requirements for the new position. We might have to do something about personal services, but we'll wait till we know
Sure.
what's happening there. The West Indiana is still doing a good job for you and your revenue. I didn't do that report this time, but so far so good, even though they say that the Gulf activities might affect. There's been no movement yet, so we're still doing well with that.
On the interest in the.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
am considering having a third bank account. We've got, the town has a checking account, you have a checking account. I was considering adding a third one to be just an escrow for utility payments. And also so that it would be there to pay our, which bank is that? Horizon, for both of our loans, 3 of the loans are with Horizon.
Yeah, you mentioned this last month.
And yeah, and so I'm gonna meet with Horizon again about having a bank account, but we would have to keep quite a bit of money in there to make it pencil for them. And if I put our deposit amounts, which on yours 604, 17,000, the town has a little bit more than that because theirs is like 40,000. That plus the money that moves in and out every month, I think might do it for them. I don't really look forward to having a third bank account reconciliation. But if we move to any other platform besides what I have for our ledger, I think that having only utility in a bank account and then reading the report at the end of the month, how much did water take in, how much did town take in, divide it that way, and then all of this unapplied cash will stay separated. It won't be in,
Right.
you won't have it in your fund report that you look at for operating. This line 811 and 838 would be gone. You wouldn't have to look at that because it's an escrow. It's not really yours to do anything with.
So what is the minimum balance they're looking for?
And somewhere in the 800 to 900,000s, I think.
Seriously?
Well, I don't want to quote 99. So there was like 100,000 for the sewer utility and the stormwater, And whatever yours is, 50,000
Yeah,
plus the escrow, she wanted a little bit more, plus there will be the money that I wouldn't move out because I want it in there for our payments, so we would have the
Oh, we'd have to have our loan payment.
have the loan payments would stay in there and accruing.
How much do they want to pay on interest? I mean, what are we getting?
Yeah, I'd say that's.
Where we're at now.
I don't know, I think that they were thinking no interest for us if they were gonna be giving us the all of the goodies for nothing. But one of the things that they would give us is a check processing, so we can run people's checks. That would,
Yeah, remote deposit.
yeah, so we would know right away if they weren't gonna hit. Because right now we have to wait 3 or 4 days and the bank goes, oh, we're not taking this check, and we have to go back and revise a batch. And so it gets complicated, and that's one of the reasons I don't like it, because it is complicated, but it just might be the way
what's
the
your
world
bank
is.
gonna do for us?
They don't hold our loan. though.
We can take a look and see, well, exactly, I mean, that's the thing.
That's
Trying to
part of it, the
simplify
whole
things. I think
loan,
that's the
yeah.
whole point of
Yeah.
putting some of those, I mean, I would be, I guess I would. Do you have a proposal from them?
I will have by the end of the month.
Okay, let's talk, let's take a look. at
Tim,
that.
you want to follow up with
Yeah.
her
Yeah, absolutely, once you get that, let's take a look and talk.
and we can run the numbers and see if it really would be beneficial for us.
Yeah,
Plus or minus.
Our rents are good rates.
oh, I know, yeah,
Ours-
I was there whenever we did them, so, or they did them,
So it must be 100,000, not a million, it's 100,000.
that makes more sense.
Yeah,
That would be all of our deposits.
Yeah.
That's less painful to say 100,000.
Make a 3
Yeah,
digit.
Yeah, it's like-
error.
They wouldn't have enough goodies to make up for having $1 million.
not paying any, yeah.
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 Wasn't interested in the beginning, but it's this whole cloud software and trying to eliminate the amount of receipts that we write and.
Yeah, I
But that's
think
it.
get the info, look at, it never hurts to get all the information and evaluate it.
Plus there's some, getting rid of some of the friction involved.
I know, it's
Not a-
hard to make those payments.
Well, no, but I mean, it's just in terms of simplifying things,
Yeah.
that has a value, that's not
But they
a
did,
dollar.
they did do some corrections to help me be able to see our loans online now, so at least she did that much for us.
Okay, all
So
right.
even though I
That's a
can't
start.
do an ACH transfer yet, I can at least see it's.
The dollar
Is
amount.
that true?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can see, before we would get our loan document and the payment would be already due. Like, we get 2 or 3 days to make our payment before it's late, and that's just like.
To me, you would be able to set, I mean, I do this with my bank account, I set it up to where if I'm paying out of one to the other, I can set it up on a specific date of when that is. In
Transfer.
perpetuity,
Yeah.
I mean, it's, that shouldn't be an issue.
If I have their bank account, I can do that, but if I don't, I can't.
If you have their bank account.
If I have a
Account through them.
account with them,
that's-
That allows, that don't make
That
sense.
doesn't make sense, I do that all the
Yeah.
time with my mortgage. I set it up myself.
Mhm.
the state says you can't have anybody pull your money out. You can push it out, but you can't.
Well, yeah, that's what I
Because
said.
because we're a utility
No, because we're a
Government
government
entity.
entity.
government, so we have a few different rules.
Yeah, you gotta push
Okay.
it. But you should have to be able to have the number to be able to push it.
But you,
Yeah, and I have to have the statement to know how much, because
okay,
the principal and interest are always different. The amount's the same, but for me to
The
record it
breakdown.
in the
Breakdown.
funds correctly, I have to have it.
well, if the amount's all the same, then it's just a matter of making the payment, but you have to do it at that time.
The breakdown.
Yeah, you have to break at the, or, because if you're only getting your statement 2 or 3 days before,
Well, in order to, yeah. in
then you
order-
could do it after the fact. Can you do it after the fact by the standpoint or not?
Not really, because you have to have it when you post. You can't. I mean,
Government's a stickler, Ken.
I can pay it and void it and create another one, but that.
That thing.
Yeah, more headache.
I'd get the info and
Yeah,
you
get the
can
info.
sit there and chew on it.
Take a
see what
look at-
you
Yeah,
want.
once you get that, you should let me know. Might come down.
And so I had a question about payments. We got the lost check squared away. At one point in time, or when I started here, you had to be physically present at a board meeting to be paid for that meeting. Is that still the case, or did we change that at COVID? I don't know.
It was only done at COVID,
Well, it was an
But you had
while the
emergency
government,
declared.
Well,
What did the state say?
the
It's like a
government
temp.
said,
It was like a temp thing.
No, in terms of,
Yeah.
because,
It's
You're
your, I think
supposed
it's
to
a
be
local
there.
decision. It's your.
okay, so we can decide if you're attending remotely, that counts.
The state
you can't
says you
vote.
can't vote on anything that has to do with.
No, you can
budget.
vote. You can't vote on, yeah,
there's no.
Money related.
right.
Anything money related.
Well, not money, budget. Cause you can still vote to approve vouchers and stuff.
Yes.
You can't vote for budgets and such.
Personally, my input, I would like to see it that if you're not physically here, you don't get paid. Cause I would like to attend remotely if I could, but I can't attend remotely on certain occasions
Cause
and
you're,
get paid. Yes.
and you
But
can't get.
I would say, and the counter to that is like, I think you're still. We could put a qualification as if you can't vote,
I can't get paid if I'm at work and attend virtual.
that's your other jobs
That's his,
policy, not
That is-
our policy.
That is correct. That is a state policy
Right,
that you cannot work at two entities and get paid at the same time.
Same time.
right.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's, I think, a
So-
qualification. I would,
Yeah.
if we do want to limit it, I would say you can't vote,
Then you can.
you can't get paid.
let me check the DNR rule. But that's where we fall under.
Okay. I guess my preference would be, I like to have people here in person, because then you interact.
Yes.
And you get the
Yeah.
input and there may be something come up that we do need to have a vote on, and I like to hear physically to. Again,
But it
sorry, I
doesn't-
was late.
It doesn't, but
yeah.
it doesn't diminish the participation, I think, in terms of the person that's remote.
I agree.
It doesn't diminish what I do. So long, and I think if we're going to do limit it in terms of payment, if I can't vote.
Then
That
I can't
is,
get paid.
then I think that I would agree is a qualification to not get paid. Cause I mean, because we're required streaming and we are allowed to attend remotely. With some, let's say, voting restrictions. It's effectively a full attendance otherwise.
But didn't the governor already says he wants people back in the office?
I thought the emergency declaration was.
Yeah.
Operations.
But that's probably
Yeah.
for his direct reports, but not, because at Purdue, I can remote remotely, but it's because it's up to my department heads and such to decide that. So even though the governor said his employees he wants in, he didn't say all the Indiana employees have to be in the office.
What if you quantify it and say if you've missed 3 meetings after that, then you don't get.
We just kick you off.
Well, but that's a membership thing, I mean, cause
Yeah.
there is a limit of there's a limit of the number of meetings you can attend.
Yeah.
This remotely in a row, never mind as a whole, you can only attend remotely. No more than half the meetings, and I don't think you can attend remotely more than
Two in a row.
two in a row, maybe, yeah.
Yes, there's some kind, there was.
There's
some kind
a lot.
of.
I guess we need to hunt that up, and you need to follow up with DNR, and
Let's
you know,
do-
I guess I can't see where, let's say someone was in a terrible accident or something, and they physically couldn't leave their home.
I've attended a meeting coming home from somewhere.
Yeah.
I just think
Yeah.
on the road.
They
That's
were on the
another
road.
thing.
Yeah.
I was on the road and I was
Right.
attended the meeting,
Yeah.
which was fine. I could get paid for that because I wasn't working. But
Right.
there have been instances where I'm at work where I'm not busy. I
Right,
could listen in, but I can't.
That's a different situation.
That's a different situation.
You're unique to
Yeah,
that,
I'm
yeah.
unique, yes.
Yeah.
but how's that qualitative?
Yes.
But I'm unique too, because I travel for work. I mean, I'm not at work at 6 o'clock if I'm on the road. But I can call in virtually and be present at that meeting.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
I guess, Georgia, would you mind pulling up what we did pass in the past, and it may take you a little bit of time, it may have been in 21, maybe.
Well, there was the emergency one, but then
There
then
was a
after.
follow.
But I was
that we
thinking
did
I was thinking that we had passed something in this
After the fact.
after the fact that we had to adopt the we had to adopt something so that we could approve virtual attendance.
Right.
Something with some
Yeah, yeah.
limitations, some.
Yeah, and I don't remember
Right.
what those
Yeah,
limitations
that was,
were or.
Yes.
Minimum
But it
stuff.
was just,
Yeah.
it was a temporary deal at that time.
No, there was a
But we
follow-up
did a
one
second, we
that
did a
was-
follow, we did.
that
And if
was,
you,
had to
could-
be passed because of the state saying.
and if you could follow up with DNR and see what theirs are, well, we can talk about that next month.
They got those rules for the.
And, you know, we can evaluate, see what we need to do.
There you go. Table to the next meeting. That way everybody can get the information.
And it may be that you can do it sometimes, and other times when you know we're voting on the budget, you need to be here in person.
I mean, that's something that could be a qualification we put on it.
Yeah.
Because there's two meetings where we, the first reading and then the second, you have the public hearing, and yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we could probably work around something.
Well, let's say one of those. Because do you actually vote on the budget twice, or you're just?
Well, we have opened it up for discussion and
But
You only
not
vote, you only vote.
That's public.
that's
So we only vote on the budget once,
the final
For approval.
second reading.
for
Yeah.
approval,
Yeah.
approval,
One time,
one time, but
Yeah.
you can.
but we have discussion for.
Right,
Couple
but
times,
that's,
yeah.
I think it's, and I think, partner, remember when Eric was talking about this, basically for the entire meeting. If there's like that budget or there's that kind of limitation for remote voting, it's like the entire meeting you can't vote. Not just
See, I don't remember, but
but that's,
We
it's
can
been
pull that,
like
find
3
out.
years, so.
This is 3 pages. Do you want to finish this tonight or?
We could revisit it.
Revisit
visit
it next
next-
meeting.
yeah.
We'll table
table
to
it,
next, let's table this.
You gonna send it to all of us, Georgia?
and we can all look at it while we're
Thank
on.
you.
You're welcome.
You're in Georgia, but you're okay.
You weren't getting a reply. She's concentrating.
She said, sure. So Georgia, going back to the budget that we want to have on the regulatory and the education, what do we see on those two items? You said education, you're not going through, we've got a whole lot left. But what do we see on the regulatory? Is that going to continue to be,
Not so bad.
is that going to continue to be a?
Got to see how many samples, but we switched all of our samples over to regulatory.
Okay.
Because they are regulatory samples.
Sure.
All of our back teas that we do routinely, we're retaining elsewhere. But,
We just missed that? Or didn't
Oh,
put it in there, I
we didn't,
guess,
so
or what?
we didn't,
There wasn't there wasn't associated.
well, that got switched,
No.
supposed to get switched.
I think.
Yeah, I think it got switched out of chemicals into regulatory.
Well, it wasn't chemicals.
Or somewhat.
Chemical testing,
Yeah, it was testing.
but it all got over to
There was
regulatory.
one called testing, just testing.
Yeah.
So if you're not gonna use
The year
testing, I
before,
can put
he
that.
had a
somewhere.
grant,
I can
Yeah.
put
we
that
didn't
back
have to
in.
pay for these letters,
So we basically moved.
and that was a
the money
one-year grant.
over.
We moved the money
Gotcha.
from,
Cause it was called compliance, 314 compliance, $7,000. I
Yeah.
can move that if you're not using that. for-
nope, it gets moved.
That could be moved.
That's what we were moving that. We didn't get it marked right. I'll take the hit for that.
Well, it's 7,000.
It's 7,000 of the 20.
And we can do that with a motion. I don't think you have to have you don't have to have a resolution for that. We can just do that with a motion.
Let's try to get this figured out. Let's do it all at once for.
Go ahead, do it
for
all.
piecemeal, and I'd rather just kind of look, we said we gotta do it by June.
Yeah, we'll have it done before then. I'll.
Put it on the
I'd
agenda.
rather do it all like one fell swoop versus kind of piecemeal.
Mhm.
But you can look and see how much more expense they would be for Robert's education.
Yeah, there's a couple more conferences.
So we just make
He's
sure.
got to do so many, and then the education, he has to do something courses,
Right, right.
and depending, they can range anywhere from $200 to $600.
He's in the bulk of that right now, right? This next year's the bulk, yeah.
Yep,
So you're gonna massage these, Dan, so that we don't show a negative number and we move things around?
yes, sir.
Okay,
And then we'll get the numbers to
and then
you.
we'll get a vote, yeah.
Table that till next meeting.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That way we have everything.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It needs to be done in one instead of just doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And
Absolutely.
we can really narrow it down, because you can look up what we've got
Yeah.
testing left in his education. Georgia, do you have any more education or is that just
There's a-
Roberts that we need to look
There's a
at?
virtual thing, but the next, I would have to miss another set of meetings to go to their conference in June, so I'm not gonna go.
Okay, so really just Roberts education and then whatever compliance we, or,
In my
Testing.
education. The last time I had to go
you wrote the
for,
book.
I'm mentoring Jensen on the wastewater. And he's doing real good too.
He goes off the summer, doesn't he? Did he complete?
Yes. In June, he graduates and gets his diploma from the Department of Labor. Woo. Really?
No, I know, it's a big deal.
He's got his license, but they come in effect after he gets
Graduate.
done with the class. And that's a good thing. Yeah, went up there, got a picture taken with him, got a check for $12,000 from Hawkins. But yeah, it's a good thing. He's doing real good. So it's a matter of getting Robert to the right classes so he learns good. But it's,
He is coming along.
there's a couple
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
in the spring, usually spring, summer, there's classes at Peru, Fort Wayne's a conference for the Alliance. Seeing how we're going through Alliance classes, they do like.
Their
those.
conference, yeah.
Yeah, we don't go to the one down at French Lick. That's too far away.
Can't get there.
You can't get there from here.
You can, but it takes a while.
It takes a little bit of.
You know, why we won't be able to get anywhere. So,
That's a scary thought.
You understand what?
And then, well, I know.
But we'll work the numbers.
Before you
Okay.
leave tonight, I want to remind you that I haven't seen any working of the rate study committee. And the town is closing in on their rate study because they, have I think that they're in the final steps of initiating the agreement with UMH about Gateway phases 3 and 2 and 3. Phase 1, I'm supposed to be getting the money, so they're in. 2 and 3 will be coming pretty soon, and we're gonna need to know what our desire is for the rate study going forward. I mean, it's like we wait, and all of a sudden we need to go. So I don't wanna lose track of the fact that some of you are gonna sit down and wrestle with these questions about how we bill people and be able to give those to the analyst who's gonna put together what the rates have to be to meet those policies.
I'll probably chat again to try and schedule a joint meeting for the minimum bill.
Is that's what, yeah, we know.
Well, actually, I think
Yeah.
it's just like,
Everybody.
it's just like I'd say no, I'm gonna take on myself to keep prodding.
That's what it'll take to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rick was out.
I was out, but I said,
But he-
go ahead. I said,
I know, yeah.
but then Mary Jo said she
It's
was.
gonna be, it's just, I think it's just, I got busy that week.
Yeah.
Packet of
It was
stuff
my
you
fault.
wanted us to complete. Did you give us that? Is there one?
But
Yes, all they want is history, but it's important to him, if you're gonna change your policies, history isn't gonna help him, he's gonna have to build what ifs based on the new policies. So
Right.
that's why if you're changing things, it's important to get it
before,
better.
yeah.
So he can build his performance of how.
Yeah, because changing the minimum bill.
Is he doing a rate study or what?
Yes. But he has to know your policy situation in order to make sense of the rate study. If it's gonna be 2,000 gallons, if it's gonna be a flat fee plus all gallons, I mean.
We
he
can
has to
do
know
it flat fee
That's good to know, Dan.
because the town, did the town get
Not a
off the
flat fee, I misspoke, not a flat fee, a service charge. Service charge plus gallons for a minimum bill, and I really thought there would be a landlord here too.
I thought that's what you had sent out.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
wondering.
yeah.
But he just kind of went, oh, $150, my time, I'll just pay it and go, I guess.
Good.
But,
And
every other utility that he works with doesn't bill him for his vacant properties.
We won't either. We'll just charge them to shut it off and turn it back on.
Well, I mean, I think, well, the thing is, like I say,
Yeah.
We voted.
And
and my thought is that you're the freeholder. It doesn't, I don't care about
I
the
don't care.
tenants.
Yeah.
You're the freeholder. It's in your name. The bill goes to you. What you do after that is.
But if we provide water, you could walk in there and turn on your faucet, then there is a minimum bill. If we shut it off, then we say then there wouldn't be,
I think there should be a minimum bill no matter what.
because we've got that
Because we
meter
got,
in there.
we got expenses.
Yeah.
Whether they're flowing water or not, we still got a meter we gotta maintain. We
That's
still have
right.
You have the ability.
lines
to
to
get water.
maintain.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
agree.
That's true.
Got to be a minimum bill.
Have
Yeah,
we gone
I agree.
through all this?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We're done with this?
Oh,
You
George,
did
was
with
there anything
this?
else on that?
I am.
Uh-oh, we passed.
Can we go to new?
Yeah,
Cool.
new or old? We got old first. Did we get?
Old, we already said.
That was
We
good.
was gonna say we're good with that, right? The payroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You guys jumped right through it. I just,
Yeah, we were, you got involved with it.
I know, I didn't think, I didn't say a
I didn't hear anything
bit.
on it.
What's that?
We just moved into it.
Was that for a guy?
Just
The
moved
direct
in.
payment.
No, we just moved into it. We just didn't, he didn't say we're going
We
hold
did
it.
acknowledge
We got done with
They just
it.
went, I know, that's where I got lost. I'm sitting here talking to Adam, like.
That's what
"Is that
I'm saying. Did they give us a packet of?
It just flowed.
I
It just flowed.
I guess I was as lost as you were.
I know, it's just like.
We just kind of went from,
It applied to get ready.
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Ready.
Okay, business.
You must be ready.
Yeah, I am, because I wouldn't get out of here.
Well, no.
Some people kept me up too late. One of the meters that we had problem reading was for a house in Hawk's Nest. They were supposed to replace the valve coming in, the main shut-off valve. Well, she took the meter and all the connectors. And I don't know where, but she trashed them.
They
They-
mean the resident,
The homeowner.
the homeowner took the meter?
Isn't that theft?
So
Destruction of property.
They literally, they cut it out and took it?
they did all new plumbing in there. She just, she's doing this 4 weeks before they move into the house. So I let her have water over the weekend. She'll get a minimum bill.
Okay.
They
But-
usually use 4,000 gallons, that's what I was gonna tell you.
They did
Their typical bill is 39.
whatever their typical bill. I just heard they just got it. But whatever their typical bill. Friday, I am putting in a meter pit outside. Putting a new meter. All this gets billed to them.
Yes.
Yes.
So they get current price of what a meter costs, because they trashed the one, and it was fairly new.
He said it was 1 year old.
Wow.
So-
Why didn't they just?
Nuts.
Why did
I told the plumber, I said, there's a shut off ahead of my meter. And he wants water. He says it's dripping. I said, okay, I understand. I'll shut the water off then. I come back later.
And it's all
in the
gone.
afternoon. I want to take a look before I well, I'd already turned the water on. Take a look in there. See how it's plumbed, see if something's messed up. I said, where's my meter? What meter? The one that was right there. And she took it.
So they're getting water and they're just bypassing the meter?
No, they took the meter plumb out.
Oh,
It's not there physically. It's in the trash somewhere.
but they're getting water.
They're getting water right now until I put the meter in on Friday.
So they're getting water without a meter.
Yes.
So I guess I'm fine with charging her
And
the
she'll get
new meter,
charged.
but why aren't we charging them for theft of
Yeah,
their
exactly.
property?
Or we
Yeah.
send them a letter or something.
Was this a licensed plumber that did this?
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
just, I'm
The
curious.
meter is
You don't have to
gone.
be a-
Yeah,
You would think a licensed plumber would know better not to.
They
do
need to
it.
pay for two meters.
She doesn't.
The one they took and the new one coming in. They need to pay for 2 meters.
You're not wrong.
The one they took and the one that's going in. They need to pay for both of them.
Because we've lost,
Typically, we only charge, we don't. It
This
wasn't
isn't
replaced.
typical. How many people feel the meters?
Yeah, it
But
wasn't
you
replaced.
actually
Yeah.
told the
With
guy
that
doing
too
it,
going.
I know.
you actually told the guy, that's my meter,
Mhm.
there's a shut off in front of
Yeah.
it. So he was told it was the water.
Well, it doesn't matter. The meter is missing.
Gone.
I mean, it's.
so I think they get charged for the ones missing and they get charged for the new one.
That's exactly
I
right.
can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because-
Before.
They're $230.
We're out however much we paid for that meter that's gone.
Yes.
Year old.
And I say, if they don't pay it quick, that's a crime. I mean,
That's theft. Then we file charges. Yeah, they took the meter. That's theft.
If they didn't return it. It
No,
doesn't-
I don't have the meter.
That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
Fittings.
If we don't have that meter,
Or the fittings.
So,
Then-
and until that, they get billed whatever their minimum bill.
Whatever their
is.
bill was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get
Whatever
billed.
their bill
Yeah,
was
they-
before.
Keep getting billed that on top, the meter they took and the
Right.
meter, the new
Plus,
meter.
they're gonna pay for getting
Meter
that
pay.
back
Plus
out.
labor, whatever it takes to put it in.
So I'm confused. Did they move in recently or just redo?
Move in.
They moved in.
So- Cause I don't have the final for that one. I still have that one. With the person that stood raised the one.
No, that person ain't there. They've had a possession of the house for 4 weeks.
Was that on Legos?
I think it was a rental. I never read it.
Was it on the shed or get the Legos? Was it on the
What-
shed
what-
Parkway or the
what street?
Legos or where at
Yeah.
Hawks Nest in the shed?
When did this happen?
What?
When did all this take place? Like,
Friday.
I think we need to send them a notice or something.
Yeah, it was in my
I mean,
bill.
it's just like you need to produce this, or you're gonna get charged for
This
this.
They
and-
can't produce it. They already know
They can't produce it.
I've already been on the phone with them.
You've talked to the woman,
Okay.
correct?
Okay.
She said it was unsightly,
Yes.
and so she threw it out because it was unsightly.
Yeah.
I just found out about this
You get
afternoon.
charged for 2 then.
Yes, that's not her call.
Okay, I don't have any problem. I just let
Yeah.
you know.
Thank you.
But,
Now-
but you might be right, maybe this needs to be documented.
Yes.
I would.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd document it, because if we gotta take legal action.
Yeah, you gotta have a paper trail.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all I
they did
can
that
find
legal
is-
thing before, not only for,
So we need this-
that was for
We need to.
shutting their own meter off, but this is.
I was-
So what was-
I was like,
Yeah, that is.
Is it the corner of the shed and the one that burnt down?
No,
Okay,
What
that's
was,
one of your firemen kids or something.
that's Bordner. That's a Bordner.
Oh, well, it's a different one.
okay,
The other one is,
so that just happened April
Week.
10th,
Yeah, April 10th.
yeah, Friday. I just,
and you were there Friday, and that's all went down Friday, so when we.
Yeah, he
got
turned the
there
water off Friday so they could do it a repair. When he came
And you
back,
went back, it was gone,
was-
so I
everything's
do
gone.
think we need to document this time, date, and what occurred.
Absolutely.
And we can attach in the body
Yeah.
what it costs for these things and
I
either
do.
produce it or here's what you are gonna
And,
charge.
and you send the.
Well, I know, but
invoice
we-
And everything certified mail.
but then we've given them the
Yeah.
option to produce the old meter, and if they can't,
We're.
then you're this is
About covering,
yes.
Want to see CYA, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll cover ourselves.
Because then they can't come back and say, well, we only have one meter, but you're charging us for 2. Well, no, we're charging you for the one because you can't produce
that
the one,
disappeared.
and we're charging you a new one.
The numbers are the one that disappeared. We have a serial number for that one.
Yeah,
I mean, everything.
I think we should list the serial numbers too.
Absolutely, you should.
that's, and the labor and everything, Dan, and it should be sent
Fittings.
certified mail so that they have to sign for it, and we
Otherwise
can't
it's-
say, oh, I didn't get it.
Otherwise, it's destruction of property.
Oh, yeah. Not theirs.
What is the cost of those?
They're 35, aren't they?
you're right, I got for a little bit
Between
better
10 and
price than what our new meters come in.
Well, they're new.
What's the new meter? I mean,
New
just-
meter, that's what you're charging for.
Right.
Yeah.
Both
that's the
times
price
two.
I'm doing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
200 and some bucks.
It's 235, wasn't it?
354.
350, oh, okay.
They went out.
It ain't
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
That ain't our fault.
That isn't our fault.
Okay, can we move on?
Yep.
Sure.
Dan, you riled us up.
What else do you have? Dan?
Yeah,
You started it.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
West Lafayette's done this. And I have always thought this is the best way it should be is they are billing the landowner property owner the utility bills. Because when people move out, there's still an outstanding bill.
Yeah.
And that way, we have someone locked on name. It doesn't matter who it is.
Well, if we're gonna do that, we probably need to write that in a policy. If we don't already have one, because the city of Lafayette does that. Because when
They don't
I,
for water.
huh?
They don't for water, anything that's.
They did unless they
from-
changed it, because I had properties in the city of
A
Lafayette.
couple of years ago, everything got
Years ago,
changed.
They changed it back.
Somebody started a bill in the Indiana legislature, and anything that's metered is not eligible. That's why we go through trucks, which I'm getting $600 or $700 from our tax set off this year. But
Yeah, I mean,
It's all the shut offs.
I think it's a no brainer that the freeholder
If we could
gets
do
the
it.
bill.
Right.
not water or
Yeah.
electricity.
Cause the,
It's not the renter's responsibility. It's the
I mean,
owner of the
they
building.
can, the landowner can,
They could build
they
it,
can build the
yeah.
renter, but we're not in that landlord
They can build it
business.
in their rent.
do whatever they want, but they're not the one that's a freeholder that can
Right.
participate in the conservancy.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
that's my stance.
I agree with
I
that.
agree.
Yeah,
The freeholder is, can vote in the elections, they're the ones who are customers, they're the ones who should be billed, and then they can do with that bill.
They
as
can
they
do
want.
whatever they want with that bill.
Bingo.
I agree.
Cause I mean, UMH, we don't bill the individual people in Woods Edge.
No.
No,
We
we
bill
don't.
Woods Edge.
Woods Edge.
And they turn around and do all
They
their,
charge them more than the cost of one.
It's the same thing.
Policy, is it? Or is it,
Which part?
that we only bill the freeholder?
Freeholder.
Do we need to update that?
You would need an attorney to tell you that that
can't.
fits within
the
the
new guy.
legislative changes that were made 2 years ago, because the IURC wouldn't look at it that way, but conservancies might have a lane. And that said, people are calling me, well, I had a 20% increase in my,
Property tax?
yeah, and I said, well, it's 20% doesn't mean that much to me. What are the dollars? Because as your assessed value goes up, the rate's the same,
Mm-hmm.
but your
Yeah.
dollars goes up a little bit.
Yeah, look at how much did your appraisal change?
Right.
That's the thing to look at.
So she was gonna go back and look at it, but I think I'll get more of those now that everybody's got their bills.
Mm-hmm.
And the percentage that they calculate is the change over what it was before, which doesn't really help people anything.
No.
I'm sorry to leave. You guys were taking too long.
Yeah.
She said, we,
Yeah.
that's
so we're gonna
what
check and see whether we can just send bills to freeholder.
she said, that
Yes,
we need to
instead
check
of-
with an attorney on that for the rule, the law that was passed 2
You
years
could
ago.
check with Robert Reynolds, and see if he knows before we go to
Sure.
Who's he?
somebody else. He's your financial advisor for your rate review.
Okay. We ought to probably
just-
get his number so we can find out what he really needs from us.
I know what he needs, but you'll
Need-
need your policy statement that goes along with,
Okay.
if you're changing the gallons, it's included with the minimum bill. If you're changing away from minimum gallons every month, I mean, he just needs to know those things.
That means the rate committee comes back together.
That does. Putting the band back together.
Anything else?
No,
You
I
have?
mean, that's the two good ones that I had.
One thing I would say, Dan, with regards to the first one that you gave us. I know we had a meeting shortly thereafter, or, 3 days or 5 days later after this happened. If I don't want 30 days to go by, if this happens and, something like this happens. I want to know about it sooner rather than later.
What?
Oh, on the meter.
On the meter, something like that.
Something like this again.
That was.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, that's what I'm
But if it
saying.
happened tomorrow, we don't wanna hear about it in May.
In May.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it, make this go, we'll need to jump on it, make sure that we're diligent
Documenting.
and documenting and all of that stuff.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, let Carol or Tim know and away you go.
absolutely.
Tim's busy, don't cover them.
I would like to thank Dan. He and Robert were my neighbor. I was grocery shopping yesterday and I started getting texts from my neighbor. And they sent me this terrible pictures of orange water and issues and I got hold of him and he said, I'll go after I read the meters tomorrow morning. And I was gone this morning. I was getting ready to call him. I heard this tremendous sound out in our cul-de-sac, and it was that back trailer. And I went out there, and they've got my meter pit open, and they're doing stuff, and my neighbor's out and doing it. And 2.5 hours later, turns out there's a 3-inch main, 3-inch line just for our 3 houses on the back of our cul-de-sac, which is too small and old and whatever. And they were working to get it cleaned out. And I've not heard anything back from my neighbor, so I'm thinking that mission was accomplished, but anyway, I appreciate their diligence to
Is that one of
instead
those
of my
kind of
neighbors.
low circulation zones? Is that why that happened, or?
No circulation, just
The main comes up. The road,
had a unit
And
with it, and then they
turns
bring it
and-
between.
and there was, when that addition was built, well, Ridge wasn't there, but they headed it for that and put a valve. When Quail Ridge went in, then it's tied into Quail Ridge and runs straight through. Plus they get water from the main side, but next to that valve, because they cut in 3 houses before ever taking the main all the way to the cul-de-sac. And they tied 3 houses on the 3-inch line, which is a real pain to clean, and they didn't put a flusher in there. There should have been a flusher hydrant, but
Just the flow's goofy there. Okay.
it's dead. It's a nasty dead end.
Yeah.
None of them,
Blowing up.
none of those 3 houses will ever,
So it's a no flow zone, not a.
yeah.
Or circulation.
We don't have issues at our house, but one extra, and that's terrible.
Anything else for the good of the cause? Ed, do you have anything you'd like
I'm all
to?
set, thanks.
All right.
Did you have any discoloration from the quick trip thing yesterday?
Oh, that was the
Okay.
hydrant thing.
Yeah, okay.
What happened?
Huh?
What were they doing?
They were milling out the existing frontage road that went to Holiday Inn.
Mm-hmm.
They took out 10 inches and they need water for their miller.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, we flowed water up there the other day for hose testing too, so.
Okay. Motion?
Motion to adjourn. Oh,
I second.
Second.
All right.
Bro, thank you.
Thank you.
Which they gotta come back another day.
I didn't think you guys
You
got
said
it done.
10 inches.